Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Noontime Kapehan, brought to you by Coffee Republic, our coaching hub and home of certified life coaches here in the Philippines. We are now on our month 2 here in Noontime Kapehan, our daily coaching conversation, reliving the Kapehan Night by Master Coach A, where she talks about life, love, relationship, money, career, and anything under the sun, and including the sun. Kapehan Night used to come in live on floor and via FB every Tuesday night until the pandemic happened. We are bringing in Noontime Kapehan for a season only while Brewing Live is taking a quarter break. So shout out to all my fellow game changers serving in this space and advancing life coaching. Hello. If you find in your heart to support the works that we do, you may give us stars or love gift through bank deposit. Just check the bank info in the caption of this video. So do you see the stars in there? Just click on the stars and choose which stars you want to share or you want to support us with. For your food and beverage, Decap is open from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. for dine-in, pick-up, and delivery. And order through 0917-586-1661 and avail of free gratitude journal prompts for you or someone you wish to bless during this time where stress is affecting many people. The practice of gratitude is proven to promote mental wellness. And talking about mental wellness, Master Coach A have officially launched the Be Learning Society, the 10th maker of Be Learning Home for Mental Fitness, and Decap Coffee Republic is hosting the Be Learning e-card that unlocks opportunities to smarter living with monthly perks. First is 5% food and beverage discount from Decap Coffee Republic. Second is Mental Model Masterclass by Master Coach A, happening every third Saturday of the month. So the first one was yesterday. And third is 90-minute coaching session with senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. For more information and registration assistance, connect with Coach Rezzhel through 0917-586-1661. Moving on, for today's episode, I will be sharing on this day reflection. Please do tag your friends, share this video link, and invite others to join our conversation. If you are watching this on a replay, comment there, #replay, and do send us message if you wish to connect with any points that resonates with you. The YouTube link where you can find the replay of all episodes of Noontime Kapehan is found in the caption of this video. Please do follow and subscribe to the channel so you'll be notified of all the future videos to stuff your digital space with valuable content. So, yep, hello everyone, and thank you. The unexamined life is worth not living. So do you know who said that? It was Socrates around 350 BC. So even before Christ, he said that. So let me ask you, what happened? Today is May 16, 2021, right? So last year, May 16, 2020, what happened in your life? Where were you? How were you? How did you feel? So what was happening in your life last year at the same date? How about May 16, 2019? Where were you? It wasn't yet pandemic, so maybe you were out, maybe you were somewhere else in the world? How are you feeling? Um, is there something that you remember about that day? Let's go further back. Maybe May 16, 2017. What was happening in your life May 16, 2017? So for me, I believe I was preparing for a trip to Coron, or maybe we were in Coron. Facebook hasn't actually reminded me yet with what happened, what I posted um, years back. So thanks. I don't know if you remember anything from the date, from 1 year ago, from 5 years ago, from 2 years ago. But thanks to Facebook, that it reminds us of some of the things that we posted. But the thing is, are you happy with where you are now? How long have you come from 5 years ago? What changed? And do you love the change that happened in your life? Did you actually change for the better? Or did you go down? Imagine you were climbing up the stairs. So we would say that if you're climbing up, you're going up, then it's better. But what if you went negative or you went to zero from the base? You went back to base. Are you in that position in your life today? So I talked to some people and they said that their life today is not what they wanted it to be because they have plans and pandemic happened and they were not prepared emotionally, mentally, and even financially. So a lot of people I talk to are in the brink right now or in their dip right now. So how about you? Share in the comments like on this day, many years back, what happened? Do you like where you are now? So yeah, because today I'm going to be sharing with you the importance of reflecting on your day, the importance of on this day reflection. Number one, you learn from your mistakes. So we are human and it's expected that we are. But the thing is, when you reflect on your mistakes, you can actually improve on it. Because if you just let your mistakes pass by, you know that you've done a mistake. But if you don't reflect upon it, you're doomed to repeat it again or to repeat it. You're doomed to repeat it. So I remember that I have not been doing that in the past. So I would like say, um, I've actually seen something that I would repeat. I do it again and again. But because I don't reflect, it was just okay. And at the end of the year, I'm like, it's like nothing happened. I did not improve. Or it's like my life is a monotone. So yeah. So first thing, the importance of you reflecting on your day is you learn from your mistakes. Number two, benefit or importance of you reflecting on your day. It will be a source of insight. So yeah, um, again, we go back to our mistakes. So we've been talking, if you have been attending the class of Master Coach A in the public speaking and last night at the mental model, we actually talked about feedback. Master Coach A reiterated and discussed the importance of feedback because if you don't receive the feedback, then you're not going to know if you are doing it right. So you reflecting on your day, you're going to gain insights that you're going to use in the future, insights that is going to help you. That's number two. Number three, you're going to appreciate your wins. And you appreciating your wins will make you happy. Even the little things. Because, you're going to, you're going to be doing the reflection daily, it's not always that you're going to have big wins during the day. Even the little wins. And you being deliberate about, reflecting on your day, you're going to see that, oh, I have this one. It's like, this is nice. I've done this and it makes me happy. So now you're going to know what makes you happy. And of course, you want to be happy and you're going to be going back to that if you want to improve your life. So yeah, and the next is it gives you footing. You gain perspective. So if you're reflecting on your day, you know that you're not, of course, we have cognitive biases, but you're not, you can be objective about your life. Because sometimes we are seeing life as we are in our head, especially if there's stress in all ways, and like stress is attacking us. We feel like we can't do anything, and we feel depressed, and we have all the negative emotions. But actually, if you reflect on your day, then it gives you footing. It gives you a better perspective of what is happening. You're not like overwhelmed. So have you experienced being overwhelmed? Like one thing is happening after another and it's all going down. It's like a domino effect of all the negative things that is happening in your life. So have you experienced that? And if you are, because especially if you have that negative feeling, if you have that negative emotions, like you are connecting everything in it. And like, as I've said, you're all in your head and you cannot see that there's something that can be done. You just sit there and maybe you lay down and like sleep on your problems. And you think that there's nothing can be done. But if you're going to reflect on it, there's something that can be done. And the last is this one. So, wisdom to help others. I remember Jim Rohn would always say that keep a journal about your life so that you can actually give that to your children. It can be a pamana, it can be a legacy because they can also learn from your mistakes, they can learn from your wisdom. So people your when they read your insights, when they read your journal, what you've learned in the day, then it will be a source of wisdom for them. Because we also learn from other people. We also learn from people who have journaled. We also learn from people who have actually reflected on their day, in their day to day. So remember, like the quote that I started this talk with. So that was Socrates. That was Socrates reflecting on his day. That was Socrates reflecting on what is happening in life and also looking at others. So, but that is coming from what he experienced. Maybe he experienced that before he was actually meditating and journaling about his life. He was just there, sitting there, and not doing anything about his life. And then he realized that if you are not reflecting in your life, then your life is not worth living. Your life is insignificant if you're not reflecting on your day. So those are the reasons that I hope I convince you with so that you are able to see the importance of you reflecting on your day. So yeah, what do you want to become better 1 year after today? So in May 16, 2022, what do you want yourself to have achieved? Where where do you think you are next year, 2021, May 16? So yeah, and I would not just leave you with that, the knowing or telling you the importance of reflecting on your day. But also, I would like to share you some tips on how you're going to start with, reflecting on your day. Because if you have not been doing this, then these are good tips. And if you have been doing this and you are not consistent, then it's time to go back to it. And if you have been doing this for a long time, then maybe I can add some tips. So put in there if you are having reflection every day, and put in there in the chat box. So, and what are the tips? Let's say you give us one tip that you can say on how you're doing the reflection in your day. So, are you just thinking and like, okay, I'm just going to pause today and think about my day? Are you doing that, or are there other tips that you could share to everybody here watching that they can get from you, that you can help them with? Okay, write it there in the chat box. So here are some helpful tips to start with your on this day reflection. Number one is you schedule it. Make a prompt. So you'd always say that what is scheduled gets done. And it's the same with this. So we know the importance. You already know, I have introduced to you the importance of you reflecting on your day. And now you have to schedule it, and you have to put in their prompt. Maybe during the day, you'll have a chosen time on when you're going to do it. Let's say before you sleep, or at the middle of the day, or in the morning, whatever fits you, you put it in there. Like put in there what time you're going to do it, and maybe put an alarm or schedule it in your calendar so that it will prompt you that, okay, you'll have to stop to pause and do a reflection of your day. The next is thought download. So if you download songs, if you download videos, you also have to download your thoughts, because sometimes we have a lot of things in our mind, and if they are not actually solved, you can have nightmares. Like, yeah, that is true. So sometimes if we have a lot of unprocessed thoughts in our mind, it becomes a dream. And if it's good, if it's a good dream, but what if it's a nightmare? So yeah, I've experienced having bad dreams and like, "Grr, it's a nightmare. I didn't like that dream." So yeah, you have to download your thoughts, because you'll have a better perspective if you put it all on paper. Like, okay, I'm going to download brain dump. Others would say a brain dump. So you dump everything that is in your brain to, to give way to you realizing things and seeing what really is happening. So after you have downloaded a lot of things, like I would do that. Like I write a lot of things in my paper. And then the next thing that you're going to do is actually classify the fact and your thoughts. So this is very helpful. It was helpful for me. So the example of that is, the fact is, he is my father-in-law. My thought is, my father-in-law is so negative. So what does that mean? The thought is, it's my thought, and the fact is neutral. So it's a choice if you are going to actually think that way, because you know that there is an emotion coming from that thought. And like my example is that my father-in-law is so negative. So what is the emotion that I feel? I don't want talking to him. I don't things like that. I don't like talking to him because he's so negative. So, but if I remove that, if I choose to see him as a human, and like he's my father-in-law, then I would not go to him with that thought that he's so negative. I would not like to talk to him. But what if I'm coming from the fact that he's my father-in-law? Okay, he's my father-in-law. I'm going to talk to him. So see, there's a difference of you classifying the fact and your thoughts. So yeah, and the next thing that you can do is have reflective questions. So answer reflective questions from what you have written, from your journal, from your thought downloads, from everything that you have downloaded. Um, do a reflective question. So some questions, example questions is, what did I do right today? What did I do right? What happened right? Like, what did I like today? And the next is, what went wrong? Okay, what is the mistake that I did? Okay, and the next is, how can I be better tomorrow? So those are the example reflective questions that you can actually ask yourself and you can actually answer still in your journal. And the next thing is, be consistent, because sometimes you know that we are all busy and things happen in our life, and if we allow those things to actually rule our life, then it's gone. So be consistent. What can help you with consistency is having an accountability partner. So call someone or maybe a coach and ask them, I would like you to be my coach or an accountability partner. Um, I would like you to be my accountability partner, and we can do this together. You can do that together with your accountability partner, so that when someone forgets, then someone is going to call out the other. So I hope that you choose an accountability partner who will be responsible, uh, with calling you out. So yeah. Okay, and the next one is, identify top three emotions of the day. So, what are those emotions that you felt during the day? When I was doing bullet journal, I'm still doing bullet journaling until today, but there was a time that I put there an emotional wheel. So, like, I track my emotion during the day, during the year, during the month. So, but in that wheel, in that emotional tracker, in that emotions tracker, there's only one emotion during the day. But for now, I'm going to invite you to actually um, notice and remember three top emotions that you felt during the day. Why is that important? Because of course, um, you cannot actually you want to be happy, you want to be at peace, and you want to feel joy, but we cannot discount the negative emotions, and we are human, we feel negative emotions, and that is okay. And you're going to write that if you feel overwhelmed, if you feel depressed during the day, because you're writing your emotion, you're going to actually look at what was the thought. Why was I feeling overwhelmed? So you're going to write in there, what was the thought that caused you to feel overwhelmed? You were angry. What was my thinking? What was I thinking that made me angry? So things like that that you're going to actually write in your journal. And then after that one, because if you see that, you're going to know that you can actually shift and you can actually choose to shift your negative emotions to positive emotions. Um, I don't remember if it's from the Bible, but yeah, I believe that during weddings, people would say that uh, when the husband and wife quarrels, don't let the sun set without you making peace with each other, and that is a choice, because it's human to actually feel negative emotion, and that is okay. But then the thing is, do you want to actually feel that negative emotion when you sleep and until the next day, in the whole week? So I remember, I know some people who would I remember a friend who had a quarrel with his mom, and then they were not talking with each other for the whole week. And you know, uh, according to study, that that is affecting your body. So a lot of actually of the physical manifestations, the sickness, the illness that we have are because of stress. And the stress is because of that, of the emotion. And then because of the thought. What was the thought running in your head that you have that emotion that is causing you stress, and the stress making you sick or making you ill? So look how beautiful that is. And those are the tips that I can give you to actually use, to actually start with, to reflect on your day. And you know what? Do you think or did you see the title? Is the title kind of weird? On this day reflection. So I deliberately put in there on this day reflection because if you want to write, if you are given the chance to write your autobiography, or someone could write your biography, how do you want it to appear? So on this day, um, Cherry uh, did these things. And will you be happy with the results? Will you be happy with the things that is written in the history of your on this day? Like May 16, on this day, this person did this. Or is it just on this day, this person was born? And actually, we remember people who were born if they did something great. Like we remember and we commemorate the birth of Jose Rizal because he did something great. And even Jesus Christ, we commemorate and we remember the those special dates of these people. So we remember and we commemorate the birth of Jesus Christ. We remember and commemorate the death of Jesus Christ because they've done something great. And how about you? Maybe it will not be written in history books, but for your kids or for the people that are close to you, will they remember a date in your life? So that is the reason why I said on this day reflection. Reflect on your day. I'm inviting you to reflect um, on your daily life because again according to Socrates, I'll get go back to that. So the unexamined life is worth not living. So examine your life so that you'll say at the end of your life that your life was worth lived. Okay, so you have to examine your life. So that was for me a great conversation because we just allow things to happen in our life. Like I remember I was talking to some people because I was inviting them to the mental model masterclass of Master Coach yesterday, which was really great. Was really a great masterclass, and we enjoyed it and we learned a lot. Now we're actually in the implementation. Implementation part already. But yeah, we've learned a lot. And the reason I had this topic is because I have a lot of friends telling me, I'm so busy. I'm going to do this. And sometimes it's a routine that they do, but that is the reason why they did not attend the masterclass yesterday. And the reason why you have that you feel busy, and the reason why you don't see an opportunity knocking on your door is because you don't reflect on your day. You don't even know if you are climbing up the stairs, if you are improving or not. So, how are you going to gauge your improvement? How are you going to measure your improvement if you don't actually, you know, take note of your measurement now? Like, how are you now? What's your pressure? What's your relative humidity? What's your temperature now? So things like that. How can you say that it's hot today if you don't know the temperature? So yeah, you can feel it. Yeah. How can you go back to um, your today Sunday, your Sunday last week, if you don't actually reflect on it? How can you learn from your mistakes if you don't actually reflect on your day? So that's how important it is to actually reflect on your day. It's if you want your life to be significant, if you don't want to just die and like be forgotten, then do something about your life. Um, do from the from the 5 tips that I have given, start with 2, start with 3, and then you're okay. Do it step by step. You don't have to eat the whole elephant. I hope now nobody is eating elephant, but you know what I'm saying, right? So you do it piece by piece, step by step. Do it baby step. So as long as you are progressing, and that is what is important. So connect with me. Tell me in the chat box what you've learned today. Like if you're going to, okay, Coach Cherry, I'm going to start this on this day reflection because I want that in my autobiography or in my biography, a day will be remembered because I did something good in my life. Because I've reflected on my day, I have improved. So things like that. So I hope you actually uh, remember that and you actually share your thoughts in there. And I hope you do something about your life now, because if not now, when? So thank you for joining me today. And as I close, I invite you to be back tomorrow, same time and same digital space for Coach Candy. And her topic is Invisible Cages in Life. To bring home decaf coffee experience, connect with Coach Rezzhel through 0917-586-1661 for your food and beverage order. You may also visit Decaf Coffee Republic inside Pioneer Center Compound, Capitolio, Pasig City. And once again, I am inviting you to join and be part of the Be Learning journey for living smarter with monthly perks. See you tomorrow. Love, bum, boom. Love, bum, boom. Love, bum, boom. Bye bye.